Okay, today is Thursday, 4:45 a.m. It is December 18th. There's a lot of things in trading world that is extremely obvious once I figure out what it is. But until it is obvious, it comes from the left side. Okay? So what I've noticed is this. I was like, okay, so the trading sessions began uh, where the New York session ended yesterday, and my mind was used to a higher volatility in trading, and so when I entered into it, I was employing a strategy that required the price to move for a fairly substantial amount of time. If it does not move for a fairly substantial amount of time, what it will do is I will lose because of the commission and the spread. So if something is range bound, then when I enter, uh, those those fees will gobble up the any gains that I'll have, right? And so then I thought to myself, you know what? Um, European market, Asian market, and the U.S. market have distinctive volume difference, right? There's a distinctive volume difference between them, right? And so what that means also, when something is volatile, moves in a fair amount of distance, that means that essentially what that means is essentially what that means is essentially what that means is uh, certain strategies work better in certain trading environment. Okay? The same strategy works better in uh one uh one market versus another market, right? So just for instance, let's say I'm a buyer and a seller of options. If the market is moving sideways, I want to be a seller because the time delay the money will become zero because the time decay will take effect and it'll be done with. But if I want to be a buyer, then I want the market to be very, very volatile. I suppose if in order for me to take advantage of the large swings in the price to take advantage of it, right? So so what that means is if the market is slow, I have to employ one strategy. But if the market is fast, then I have to employ another strategy, right? This is some. This is like it is right along with the concept of if the trend is going up, then I want to buy. If the trend is going down, I want to sell. Okay, it's something that I didn't realize. I'm beginning to see what's going on. Okay, because the markets and I was like the first beginning of the trading session, I was like so frustrated because it's not moving, and I'm employing this strategy that requires the price to move. If it does not move, then the commission and the spread will eat up my patience and any profit that I have. And so I was like losing, and I'm going, what the heck is going on? So I have to match between I have to match between my strategy and the market condition so that it matches up. Otherwise, if it doesn't match up, then it could be a long night.